Welcome back to the Explainer. Okay, let's just jump right into it today. We're looking at ACIM, specifically Lesson 70. Now, if you've been following along, you know these lessons can get deep, but this one is absolutely foundational. We are talking about a radical shift in how we view our minds, our struggles, and honestly, our ultimate happiness.
And here is the core thesis for today. Just 6 words. My salvation comes from me. I want you to literally just sit with the immense weight of that for a second. The text tells us that every single temptation we face in life is, at its root, just a temptation to not believe this idea. We are constantly stubbornly tempted to believe our rescue is going to arrive from somewhere out there, basically anywhere except from within ourselves.
So, what does this actually mean for you? Well, ask yourself this. What if nothing outside of you could ever hurt you or upset your peace? Sounds wild, right? Like almost impossible. We're so used to getting triggered by traffic, the news, our bosses, but the promise here is total personal empowerment. It's about insulating your inner peace so completely that you are entirely in charge of your own universe.
All right, let's dive right into part 1, the core lesson, redefining salvation. To really get this, we've got to redefine that loaded word, salvation. We aren't talking about some distant afterlife endgame here. In this context, salvation is ultimate inner peace. It's psychological healing. It's liberation from everyday suffering. It's that profound, grounded realization that absolutely nothing outside of yourself has the power to hurt you. You stop waiting for the world to magically change, and instead, you change your mind. Moving on to part 2, the illusion of the external. So, if this peace is available right now, why don't we feel it? Well, it's because our minds have been operating totally backward. We live in this external illusion. We hunt for peace in a new car, a better job, the perfect relationship. And on the flip side, we blame our guilt or our pain on other people who've wronged us. But the internal truth? Peace and guilt do not exist out there in the world. They are solely inventions of your own mind. You see neither guilt nor salvation anywhere except in your own head. And once it clicks that guilt is just an invention of your mind, you realize the cure. Salvation has to be in that exact same place.
Now, swallowing this pill does come with a seeming cost. Accepting today's idea means you have to admit that nothing outside yourself can save you. You've got to give up the fantasy that a sudden pile of money or a new city will magically fix your internal state. You literally have to let go of external saviors. And for the human ego, oof, letting go of that hope feels like a massive sacrifice.
But wait, here's the incredible reward you get in exchange. If nothing outside of yourself can save you, then it absolutely guarantees that nothing outside of yourself can hurt you or disturb your peace or upset you in any way. Think about how invincible that makes you. By taking back the power you've been handing over to the world to make you happy, you strip the world of its power to make you miserable. You're no longer a victim.
Okay, part 3, aligning with healing.
The text lays out this brilliantly logical framework regarding God's will. Here's how it breaks down. First, the mind invents guilt, which is the sickness. Second, God wouldn't put the remedy where it can't help, right? So the remedy has to be placed exactly where the sickness is, in your mind. Third, God's will is that we are healed. And fourth, if we're being honest, our true will is that we don't want to be sick and unhappy either. Therefore, our will and God's will are exactly the same here. The universe wants us healed and we want to be healed. The only hurdle is our own distorted attempt to keep the sickness by looking for the cure out in the world.
Which brings us to part 4, passing through the clouds.
To stop looking out there, you need to ask yourself directly, where are you looking for the light? When you're stressed or anxious, where does your mind jump to find relief? Are you just scrolling through the endless distractions of daily life, hoping to stumble on a spark of lasting joy?
The text gives us this incredibly vivid metaphor. It says you cannot find the light in the clouds that surround it. Think of these clouds as your external idols, your possessions, temporary events, those self-concepts you try so hard to make real. We spend our entire lives wandering through these cloud patterns looking for salvation. But the text is blunt. It's not there. You have never found anything in those imagined cloud patterns that truly endured or that you even truly wanted. But the amazing news? The light of real salvation is just past those clouds. You just have to go through them. The text actually invites you to conceptually walk past these illusions and step right into the light. And if it helps calm your doubts, it suggests imagining a guide holding your hand, leading you through. It assures us this is no idle fantasy. The light is really there, waiting in your own mind.
All right, let's get into part 5, your daily practice. So the theory is mind-blowing, but how do we actually rewire our brains to live this? The text outlines a very specific, structured commitment for today. Step 1. Dedicate 2 longer practice periods, each about 10 to 15 minutes. You'll want to decide exactly when you'll do these and stick to it. Step 2. Use short, frequent reminders consistently throughout your day so the outside world doesn't drag you back into the illusion.
For those 2 deep dive 10 to 15-minute sessions, here is exactly how you start. Repeat today's idea and add a statement recognizing that nothing external can save you. You say, "My salvation comes from me. It cannot come from anywhere else." Then close your eyes. Spend a few minutes actively reviewing all those external places where you've hunted for salvation in the past. Specific people, your bank account, whatever situations come to mind. As you bring those external things to mind, recognize that your salvation just isn't there. Let them go. Then, affirm the second part by telling yourself, "My salvation cannot come from any of these things. My salvation comes from me and only from me." After that, spend the rest of the session trying to reach that light inside you, walking right past the clouds of your thoughts.
Now, what about the rest of the day? For those short, frequent practice periods, whenever you feel triggered, or honestly just whenever you remember, use this definitive mantra. Tell yourself, "My salvation comes from me. Nothing outside of me can hold me back. Within me is the world's salvation and my own." This is how you remind yourself that you are completely free from external interference.
So, to wrap all of this up, keep coming back to this single, empowering truth. My salvation comes from me. No one else can give it to you, which means absolutely no one else can take it away. Remember the practice for today, 2 10 to 15-minute sessions, plus those short, punchy reminders. Put yourself in charge of your own universe. What would your day look like if you truly believed nothing outside of you could ever hurt you again? I hope this explainer gives you the tools to find out. Hey, if you found this breakdown helpful and want more clear, actionable explainers just like this, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.